What is going on, everybody? This is Dave. Welcome back to another episode on Football Manager 2017. We're back with the Rotherham save today. Now, guys, I've got an issue with the face cam. It is just the only issue that I've got currently kind of with the whole editing sort of thing. Some people are saying they like the green screen from a couple of episodes ago. Some people saying they don't. Now, if I'm honest, the green screen is a little bit more fiddly, but I'm very happy to use it. So you guys will have to let me know. From now on, let me know in the comment section right now if you prefer the green screen and if you do not. And if you prefer me to use the face cam, do you want me to have it on the left hand side or the right hand side? Last episode we had it on the left and we'll have it on the left again today, just to show you the difference. But for the rest of the series, we always had it on the right. So if you guys let me know in the comment section down below. Without further ado, let's go through the fixtures and see how we've been getting on. So last episode, guys, we had a very disappointing loss against Middlesbrough. We weren't great in this game, if I'm honest. We started off really poorly, and by half-time we were 3-0 down. And that ended up with us losing the game 3-0. And it continued our really poor form without winning a single game in the league. We then did quite well. We got a 1-1 draw against Fulham, which I was happy at. We got we actually took the lead. Richard Smallwood scoring again. He's grabbed a few goals from midfield so far, and I like the look of him since he's come back from loan. The Steers, Richard Stearman though, grabbed an equaliser after Talisi missed a penalty right before half time for Fulham. That would have been the worst possible thing. Fulham destroyed us this game, but a point for us is massive for morale and massive to get at least one more point on the board. And then finally, guys, we got our first league win. We beat Birmingham City 3-0. It's always good to beat the Blue Noses, and we got a 3-0 victory. We did it in emphatic style. Greg Halford popping up with 2 goals, with Irby Emanuelson also scoring. We were good in this game. Much better performance at home as well to please the paying fans. Greg Halford popped up with a goal. Irby Emanuelson made it 2. And then Halford got a penalty and tucked it away beautifully. Very strong performance, and great to get 3 points, and hopefully that is the first of a few more victories that we can get. However, we then lost again, so we couldn't really get another win on the board, but we lost this game 3-1 to Brighton Hove Albion. We were 2-0 down before we grabbed a goal. Elvis Manu and David Rodriguez scoring for Brighton. Irby Emanuelson scored, and then when we went all out attack trying to get an equaliser, Miguel Lopez scored a header. A lot of efforts in this game, to be fair. We had 21, which is much better from us. We're having a lot more efforts on goal now. Brighton had 24, and they just seemed to be a lot more clinical than us, and ended up grabbing the victory. And then we came on to a thriller of a game, and this is the type of game which I really wish we kind of live-commed, because it had everything. It was crazy. 8 goals in this game. And if you haven't really looked into it quickly, we took the lead really early on. Darnell Fisher popped up with a goal from a set piece. And then Taquito in the 11th minute got sent off. However, despite that, we still scored 2 more goals. So in the 28th minute, against a Premier League opposition, with a very strong team, we were 3-0 up in 28 minutes. However, Jason Puncher grabbed a goal before half-time to send them in 3-1 down at the break. But then second half, they just came out, and they almost had 40 shots, to be honest. They destroyed us. I think if we had 11 men, we would have seen it out. We would have been through to the 5th round of the EFL Cup. But because we had the 10 men against a team which were much better than us, we were very unfortunate and conceded 5 goals in the end. Punching grabbed another. Isaac Cuenca scoring. Wilfred Zaha and Casey Anderson as well, scoring the goals for Crystal Palace. And then in the last game, most recently, another huge victory. We beat Nottingham Forest 3-1. Hodson Edouard grabbing his first goal for the club. How Teixeira scoring again. Victor Anichebe grabbing a goal. And then Britta Sombalonga grabbing a consolation for Forest, which was a little bit annoying because it would have been great to keep a clean sheet. So guys, in the Championship, we're still rock bottom. However, we are now just 4 points on escaping that drop zone. And the next team we play is actually Sunderland. So this is a huge game for us. And recently the form as a whole has been okay, much more promising. 7 points in our last 4 games. which isn't too bad at all. So if we can pick this up a little bit, I'll be very, very impressed. We beat Sunderland obviously earlier in the season in the EFL Cup. We beat them 2-1 with a team which is a little bit rotated, if I'm honest. So it will be interesting to see how Sunderland turn up today. We were away in that game. We're away again in this game. And then obviously next episode, we'll move on into December. But guys, can we go and grab a victory today? A huge game against Sunderland. Let's jump into it. So guys, here we go. Sunderland are rightly favourites. However, I feel we can pop up with a upset. Now Sunderland's side here is very, very strong, and it really shouldn't be struggling at this sort of level. It's a lot of surprises. Like last year, I never expected Sheffield Wednesday to go down, so it's something a little bit different. We'll actually start off with our team first. Again, it's a different formation, but it's the one that we've been using the past few games. It seems to be working quite well. We're going with a 4-1-3-1-1, I suppose you could call it, or a 4-5-1. I don't know what you want to call it. It's still called 4-4-1-1, by the way, at the top of the screen just here, because I saved it earlier on and just edited it and so on. Anyway, we started off with Lee Camp in goal. We're going to have Hendry, Halford, Pennington and Fisher at the back. Now Fisher and Halford have been very, very good recently, so it's good to see them both fit and still able to play. Taquito is going to be back from his suspension to start a defensive midfield. Emmanuelson on the left. Smallwood through the middle. We're going to start Chong on the right. He's the only kind of fit player that is able to play as a right midfielder. John Taylor's been injured for a while, and Chong, despite him not really being natural there, has played a lot there, but he is becoming very tired, and he's not. It's probably one of our priorities if we can get any players in January, and how to share an attacking midfield in behind Kuki. On the bench, we've got Delac, Forbes, Ward, and Ichibi, Matic, Diakite, and Edouard. So it's quite promising how strong that bench is, in my opinion. But Sunderland have got a really good team. Jordan Pickford in goal, Van Aanholt, Barber, Coates, and Darikvat at the back. Lenz and Dong, Baker, Kalefi in midfield, and Borini and Defoe, a real decent strike force up front in a 4-4-2 formation. They got Mika, Billy Jones, Duncan Watmore, who I tried to grab in on loan. He rejected a loan move to us. Izzy Brown as well, the lad we had on loan last season. Paddy McNair, Tyrone Mings, and is Hakan Mastor on the bench for them? That is a ridiculously good little signing. Hakan Mastor on the bench for Sunderland. So it's something a little bit different, guys. I really hope we can do well, and it's really been doing well. Despite us maybe not dominating games as much as maybe we want to, we are playing quite well. I'm just going to scroll this back up. But Sunderland may have the first attack of the game. It's fallen to Ndong. It took a real slight deflection, and the league camp somehow still grabs hold onto it. So it's a decent start for Sunderland, but it's a good save there from Lee Camp. Now here's Taquito. Plays it short to Smallwood. Now we've been looking good with these little passes. We're playing the ball around a lot more going forward, which I like. Let's see if that Kuki shot counted as a highlight now. Had Teixeira, lost it but won it back off Baker. Here's Emmanuelson, Teixeira again. Smallwood I know can hit them. He's played in Chong, who I hope will cross it in. He does, and how Teixeira pops up with another goal. We're 1-0 up against Sunderland, ladies and gents, and it's a beautiful start to this game. And as it stands, we're off the bottom spot. It was a beautifully well worked goal. It fell to Chong, a great ball into the box, and how Teixeira, the Portuguese attacking midfielder, pops up with another goal. He's looking good from that attacking midfield position, to be honest. I was always a bit cautious. I really wanted to kind of play Kuki there and maybe play Anichebe up top, but Teixeira is proving out to be brilliant, and he scored again. How on earth has Howe done that? I mean, that is just such a real corny title that we can... But yeah, get in. 2-0. In the first 28 minutes, How Teixeira, who was bigging up loads, has scored again. Is there going to be another highlight here? Straight off that. Pennington with the ball here. A little bit of room. Sunderland all over the place at the moment. Kuki with Chong on the right hand side, who's been pretty decent. And Dong on a booking. Won the challenge, but he's got to be careful. The only booking of the game so far, but he's going to be involved. Barini with a shot from range. Well wide and nothing to worry about. Still 2-0 up with just over half an hour gone, and Sunderland really want to press on now and try and grab a goal with Lenz there, and Lee Camp makes the save. We're just going to do a team talk calmly and just tell those players to concentrate slightly just before half time. Don't want to concede a goal, guys. We do not want to. And here's How to share a Kuki. Loads of room opening up in the middle. Kuki had a run, was hoping maybe he was going to get fouled there. Long ball again towards Barini. Halford wins that header. Long ball again, and Barini picks it up this time. Into Defoe. Is he offside? Pretty sure that it was really close, but Jermaine Defoe puts it away. His 9th goal of the season, which is a lot of goals at this stage of the season, despite them being so low down the table. It's a great ball. Barini's ball literally sliced our defence in two. Probably should have done a little bit better there, but it is a very, very well worked goal for Sunderland, and they're straight back in this match just before half time. And there we go. So we go again, second half, guys. Will we come out with a victory now? It is going to be a huge, if we can do that. Here's How to share again. He's on a hat-trick. Here's Kuki. Can he produce anything here? Got a shot away. Played it across the goalkeeper, but Pickford saves it. Sunderland's team is really, really strong for this level, and they probably should be doing a little bit better, if I'm honest. But they're one of those teams in the Premier League. You never know how they're going to do. And this season, in real life, they look like they're really going to struggle. So we're going to make our first change. I really want to bring Tahith Chung off, so we're going to have to change it up a little bit. What we're going to have to do is put Darnell Fisher at right midfield. We're going to have to bring Greg Halford into right back, and we're going to bring Tom Thorpe on at centre back, who was pretty good before he got a slight injury. A lad coming back in on loan, pretty good player. And then there is Richard Smallwood as well, who I'm going to bring off Sambadi Akite, slightly more defensive option. Bring him on as a ball-winning midfielder just so he gets in there doing that the dirty deeds in the middle. Now, a couple of minutes ago, we are going to bring off How Teixeira now, who's had a very, very strong game for Danny. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to keep him on. I want to freshen up the back a little bit. We'll bring Joe Matic on for Stephen Hendry, and then we will go contain for this last 2 minutes of stoppage time. I think we've done enough. Let's just hope the ref blows the whistle. Lee Camp came. I thought Defoe had a good chance there, but it looks like it's going to be 3 points for us, guys. Lee Camp boots the ball forward. Kuki brings it down. He had a shot. Here's Fisher, and there we go. A huge 3 points, guys. We've managed to get the victory today against Sunderland. We've won it 2-1. A very, very strong performance. I'm extremely happy with that. And we move off bottom spot. Now we're just 2 points away from Blackburn. Sunderland fall into the bottom three due to that as well. But what a game from How Teixeira. So guys, there we go. A huge victory for us. How Teixeira grabbing a fantastic brace for us there. Turning in, he's still really young, guys, 23 years of age, but he could turn into a really, really promising player for us. It's great to have him on a permanent as well. So I'm pretty happy with that, and it's a fantastic victory for us. So we've got some games coming up. We've got Bristol City, who are down there with us. Preston North End, who are pushing top half of the table. We've got Wolves, who are doing much better this season. Much better, because they had a really poor season last time out. We've got Hull City as well, hoping to get promotion straight back into the Premier League. But we're going to come back for the game. Did we not play Blackburn earlier this season? I'm not too sure. No. But guys, we are going to come back for the game against Blackburn Rovers, shall we? We'll come back for that game, and then we can come back for the game in the FA Cup, the episode after. So there's only 4 games in the meantime, where we're going to be playing Bristol City, Preston North End, Wolves and Hull, and hopefully this is a winnable game against Blackburn Rovers, so hopefully you'll come back and see a win for us. So quick look at the league table again. We're on 11 points, level with Charlton, but our goal difference is a little bit better at this moment in time, and hopefully guys, we can pick up some more points, and by this time next episode we will be out the relegation zone, I hope. Now I really thought we were going to be sacked by this point, so I'm very happy with how we've turned it around slightly with this new formation, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. So smash that like button if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Do let me know if you've watched all the way to this point. Do let me know about the whole face cam situation. I really would appreciate that. So until next time guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you all very, very soon.